Terwan, the secret of the dark forest. In a small village nestled at the foot of high mountains, there lived a young man named Sami. Sami was known for his bravery and great curiosity, and he always longed to uncover the secrets that nature hid. He lived with his family in a small house near the deep forest, which sparked many stories and legends among the villagers. Since childhood, Sami had heard of the dark forest, which no one in the village dared to approach. They said the forest was filled with ghosts and monsters that couldn't be seen by the eye, and that anyone who entered would disappear forever. But all of this didn't scare Sami. Instead, it fueled his curiosity and his desire to discover the truth behind these legends. One day, Sami decided to venture into the forest to find out what this mysterious place held. He packed a small bag with water, food, and a few simple tools, and said goodbye to his mother, saying, "I'll be back soon, don't worry." The sun was setting as Sami entered the forest. As he walked through the dense trees, he felt an unnatural chill surrounding him. The tall trees seemed to close in around him, and the wind rustled dry leaves, making the place seem even more mysterious. After hours of walking through the forest, Sami began to feel uneasy, but his curiosity pushed him forward. Suddenly, he heard a strange sound that resembled whispers coming from somewhere in the dark. He felt a strange sensation in his chest, but his curiosity led him to investigate the source of the sound. His steps guided him toward the sound until he reached a misty area where the trees were scattered, forming a narrow path. At that moment, a small creature appeared before him with large shining eyes. It looked strange, with a body covered in thick fur and long ears. "Who are you?" Sami asked, feeling a sudden tension. The creature replied in a calm voice, "I am Lilan, the guardian of the dark forest." "I have been waiting for you." Sami was stunned, unsure of what to think. "You've been waiting for me?" "Why?" Leland calmly answered. "The forest is not what you think. There is an ancient power that resides deep within it, and you, Sami, carry the key to understanding it." Sami's heart raced, but he felt something strange stirring inside him. "A key? What do you mean?" Leland pointed toward the heart of the forest. "There is an ancient gate deep within this forest, but no one can reach it easily. You are the only one who can." Sami agreed despite feeling some fear toward the strange creature. He decided to continue the conversation. Leland led him through dark and closed-off paths where there was no sign of human life or any indication of activity. Every time Sami asked Leland about the mystery of the forest, Leland responded with cryptic hints but never gave a clear answer. After days of traveling through the forest, Sami began to feel exhausted, but Leland showed no sign of fatigue. Suddenly, they encountered a group of creatures resembling humans, but with massive wings and glowing eyes. These beings were ancient and had lived in the forest for centuries. Sami stared at them in astonishment and asked, "Who are these?" Leland responded, "They are the guardians of the ancient land, who have protected the gate for decades, but they vanished after a dark force appeared deep in the forest." After hours of walking, they arrived at a completely dark area of the forest, where the trees seemed to swallow any light around them. In the center of this area, there was a massive gate carved into the rock, glowing with an eerie, faint light. "This is the gate, Sami," Leland said quietly, as though respecting the place. "Now you must choose. Either enter and uncover the secret of the forest, or leave it as it is." Sami's heart was pounding, but deep down, he knew he had to uncover the truth. "I'll enter." Upon entering the gate, Sami felt as though he had entered a completely different realm. There was a vast land filled with strange colors, and the sky seemed completely different from the one he was used to. The trees appeared to be alive, and every time he looked at them, they seemed to move gently. Leland said, "This is the original land of the forest. This is where all the legends begin. But there is something you must know, Sami. The forest is not just a dark place. It is a keeper of ancient memories, and now you are part of those memories." At that moment, Sami began to understand that the forest preserved the secrets of the ancient world. He started seeing images of past events, of ancient people, and of mysterious creatures that had lived long ago. These memories surrounded him, as though telling him a fascinating story of the battle between good and evil. After Sami discovered the secret of the forest and faced many challenges from the creatures that tried to stop him from uncovering the truth, he returned to his village. He was no longer the same person who had left. He carried with him the knowledge and the secret he had learned about the forest, knowing it was not just a dark place, but part of a long-forgotten history. When he returned to the village, he found himself torn between keeping the secret or sharing it with the people. Ultimately, he decided to reveal the truth. The forest is not an evil place as everyone has believed. It is part of our history, and it's connected to everything that has happened in the past, Sammy said. From that day on, the neighboring villages began to understand the truth about the forest, and Sammy became a hero in their eyes. Not because he uncovered the secret of the forest, but because he chose to face the unknown and discover the truth, no matter what. The moral of the story. The story of the secret of the dark forest teaches us that courage is not just about embarking on an adventure, but about confronting challenges and uncovering the truths that may seem mysterious or frightening. Often, the truth is what gives us the strength to change and grow. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.